Hello, I've got some very important information for you about FPV flying and drones. So many questions in my comment section like this one from Trey. Can you see it? Oh, that's much better. There we go. Trey says, I am filled with questions as I am new to all of the regulations. My question is, since you were using goggles in this video and didn't have direct line of sight, was the other guy in your video the visual observer? Yes, he was. I would like to get some FPV goggles someday, and this would be handy to know. Thanks. This question and others like it seem to pop up quite a bit in my comments, so I'm gonna try to clear up the confusion. I was curious myself, so I emailed my buddy Rocky Davidson down at the Nashville FAA office. I wrote, Good morning, Rocky. Many of my viewers have been asking me about flying FPV. I've been researching, but have found conflicting reports, so I thought perhaps my buddy, Mr. Davidson, could clarify. Very simply, what is the FAA's policy on the use of FPV and flying drones? Thank you for your time, sir. Have a great day. Well, Mr. Davidson wrote back not 20 minutes later with a reply. The FAA does not govern the safety of the national airspace by policy. The FAA Code of Federal Aviation Regulations, CFARs, state regulatory requirements. These requirements are mandatory compliance statements, if applicable to the operation. And then he attached some statutes for me to read. And here's where it gets good for you. And the rest of us too. Part 107.31, Visual Line of Sight Aircraft Operation. With vision that is unaided by any device other than corrective lenses, goggles. The remote pilot in command, the one piloting the drone, the visual observer, if one is used, and the person manipulating the flight control of the small unmanned aircraft system must be able to see the unmanned aircraft through the entire flight in order to
know the unmanned aircraft's location, determine the unmanned aircraft's attitude, altitude, and direction of flight, observe the airspace for other air traffic hazards, and determine that the unmanned aircraft does not endanger the life or property of another.
Here's where it gets good. Throughout the entire flight of the small unmanned aircraft, the ability described in paragraph A of this section must be exercised by either the remote pilot in command and the person manipulating the flight controls of the small unmanned aircraft system, or a visual observer. So finally, an answer to those of you who are wondering, who have been commenting, can we fly our drone with goggles? I thought we weren't allowed to fly our drone with goggles. Can we fly our drone with goggles while tap dancing? The answer is yes. According to my pal, Rocky Davidson at the Nashville FAA, you're good to go as long as you have a visual observer there with you. And of course, while you're flying with your goggles, you should always go ahead and check your tablet, put the goggles back on, take them off, look around. Oh, there's my drone over there. Keep in contact with your visual observer, communicate. Hey buddy, are we okay? Are we close? Oh, you're over here. Hey buddy, are we okay? Are we close to that tower? So fly safely. Use common sense, know the rules. And the most important thing that you should take away from this video, we're now doing a live show every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central United States. We talk about goggles and drones and drone law, how to fly, new gizmos, and of course, the all-important and ever so fun FAA rules. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
No, it's not very light at all.